Do not let tarot make you become a doomsayer. Some of these messages, the energy, the collective energy that comes out, it does not apply to every single person. It's a very small portion of people that are facing issues in terms of insurance scheme, scam, and land. Okay, it's not for everybody. So there's been people that has been allowing the readings to let their mind kind of roam. Confirmation, which is why lately I've been into okay, let me get implementing whatever, I can't say the word right now, specific confirmations like chills and things of that. So I'm going to start off with saying that throughout this energy pull, if any part of it reveals to you, the part that reveals or resonates with you, you will get a sign. Your right eye will jump, left foot might itch, right or left ear start ringing, or the chills. If those things happen throughout the whole reading or at a certain portion of the reading, then it's for you. If not, then okay, just enjoy the story. Now, everybody is going to be waking up this lifetime, and there's many people that are. Not everybody's going to grasp the concept of it, this lifetime, and there's a lot of people that will. But one thing about spirituality is that it's something that you cannot force. If it's meant for people to understand, they will understand it. They will get their own confirmations. They'll go through their own cycles and things. And if it's not, it's not. That's where the art of detachment comes in at very heavily for you to learn. Putting all your attention on proving something or taking fast action on things that's revealed to you spiritually before they are revealed in the physical puts you on that thin line where it's like sane and knowledgeable and having wisdom and having foresight and seeing and the cuckoo train. Okay, it is a thing. All right, so be very, very mindful and be very careful with the things that you are taking in. Always look for your own confirmation, even if you are somebody that is of religion. Pray, ask God for a sign. If you're spiritual, do your thing, get your confirmations. But it takes a lot of mental balance for anybody to indulge in any type of spiritual work, light or dark, whether you're born or whether it's learned. Either way, that mental is a big part of it. So let's get into this energy. Yes, my hair is all over my head. I'm not on here to find a man. No, I'm not in but yeah, I'm not on here to look beautiful. All right, so, and then a naturally gifted person is going to go through a dark night of the soul. Now, coming out that motherfucker saying it's a whole different story, I was already flipping through my deck and I got this no protection, the 11th or November. Somebody with a K in their name, somebody that was a part of this them versus you, somebody that was going with this spirit, with this karmic couple that's in a current union to attack somebody that is of the divine. That's a yes. June is significant. Somebody has a Y in their name as well. People that were attacking that sabotage or play any part in sabotaging a ordained soulmate union. Okay, somebody's birthday is on the 21st that participated with this spiritual copycat to bring a cycle, to bring it close to a cycle that was ordained by God. This message is more likely for these people that were guilty of spiritual attacks. They were doing it up until May. You have been cut off. You will not be able to use your gifts no time soon in this lifetime or the next. Okay, y'all are also waking up from some spell work that's been placed on you by a female energy that were making false spiritual allegations that were far from the truth against somebody that is healed. I'm getting that they're looking for answers to questions. There's somebody that was healed and that is led by divine. Also, a lot of things that's going on was divinely orchestrated. But on the other side of that coin, you were supposed to be waking up to your own sense of power. You were supposed to be waking up to trusting your own divine path. Even if you practice dark, even if you have dark spiritual practices, there's rules to this. Even people that do have dark spiritual practices, they also be in a calling or on a mission. But judgment is a big thing in terms of that, and having adequate judgment of when you should move and when you should act and when you should not. There is like a thing where, you know, everybody got some leeway, but there's certain things that you cannot try to inflict yourself in or on. This is a spiritually inclined message that I'm getting. You cannot mess with the abundance or the flow of anything that God or ancestors deemed as sacred, or, you know, that's that's ordained by God. I gotta get my words together. It's Mercury retrograde, and there's a lot of information that's been like coming about. The energy is very intense, which has been taking a lot of grounding and a lot of energy. The 17th is significant for somebody that is a clout chaser, that was very stuck on having unfair treatment, that was very stuck on having people look at things in a distorted way. Is a female that it has a lot of hands in all of this, that was using glamour magic and mirror magic and sweetening jars. Now they are under judgment. Their judgment is going to be very harsh, and it's not going to be able to be stopped. And there's a lot of people that were attached to this person that's under judgment, and you're wondering why. But because you did not do your due diligence in terms of this false fake person, and the people that has been affected is only up from here. There's also people that have your judgment is on different levels because of different aspects of how far you played a part, what you did, what you knew, what you didn't know, what you refused to acknowledge. Okay, these are initials. You will see a lot of initials to people's nicknames. All right, so let's see. It's in this energy. Oh, let me say my introduction. Hey guys, welcome to Ancestors Says. If you're new to my channel, what's up? Make sure to hit that like and to follow and become a part of GD Soul Shop. If you're somebody that's been watching with me since day one, hey, please remember these are collective energy pulls, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Please understand, respect, and remember I am a dark and light empathic reader. Okay. All right. I channel for both. All right. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Also, I tend to channel a lot of names. So if I channel a name and it sounds like your name or it's the same name as your name, please be mindful. There's 1,000 people in the world, billions, millions, trillions of people in the world with the same name. So it does not resonate with you. That's okay, baby. It's not you. However, we all know my favorite saying, a hit dog or what? Oh, and if it's not you, seriously, just sit back, enjoy story time and tarot land. And if you're somebody that I'm talking about, you got that thought in your head, is she talking? Yeah, I'm talking to you. At any point in this reading, you that is connected to this karmic female. Okay, all the skeletons of this karmic female that's in their closet is coming out, being revealed, and it's causing people to have a lot of new perspectives. Okay, which is cool. Somebody got an X in their name and somebody's birthday is on the 29th. There's been some somebody is a Taurus, a dark empathic Taurus. That's their north sign. This could be you or them. All right, somebody got a J in their name, you or them. Can we get the initials to the person that we are referring to? Who's this karmic? Can we get the initials to these karmics? Female that this message is surrounded by, for these individuals that this channel is for. Any type of evil, any type of confusion magic, evil energies, entities, any type of projections, any type of energy that anyone's sending towards us, digitally, physically, mentally, emotionally, we return this under 20-fold, and we ask that they are placed under immediate judgment. Somebody has a T in their name. They're dark empath B, dark empath N, dark empath P, dark empath C, dark empath, and a Y. Okay, so y'all about to find out why is what I'm feeling. Okay, these could be your nickname, your first initial to your nickname. Okay, I heard or your last name, but mainly it's the first initials to your nickname. All right, somebody's a Taurus. Can we have signs that confirm this for you guys? And these are your sun signs. Somebody's a Leo, somebody's a Capricorn, somebody's a Gemini. Cancer, this can be your sun sign or your moon sign. Somebody's a Scorpio and Libra. So this has been done against a Scorpio and a Libra and a Taurus, or the Scorpio, Libra, Taurus. They are people that might have guided y'all wrong. Take it how it resonates. That could be you, them, but it can be your sun and moon sign, or you will see both your sun and your moon sign. Okay, so let's get into this. If you want to donate to my channel, you can send it to my Cash App or PayPal, GEDE1010, and that is the same for both. I do offer Akashic records and birth chart readings. You can hit me up on that email down there, and it takes 24 to 48 hours for me to respond to your initial reach out. Let's get into it. This is in terms of the cycle being closed off, and people are going through this cause and effect, and they really want to know. Somebody y'all went against a warrior spirit that y'all should have took a step back from before you were placing judgment. Now y'all are learning how to accept that y'all were being played by somebody that you were close to. You're learning how to detach these from this person and take your dependence back, having faith in your own gifts, in your own meaning, your own calling. Okay, so there are people learning how, there are detaching from somebody that misled them. You are. You're learning about your own power. You're also learning that somebody that was trying to seem like they had all the power, the only reason why they were sitting where they were sitting is because they were siphoning your power. Somebody is learning, or there's a group of people are learning that they were being used as a power source from somebody that strategically came and starting them out. There's a lot of things that was not illuminated, which is why people did not know to release and purge attachments or emotions for somebody that was manipulated it. That the reality of the cycle being closed. People have closed themselves off their own abundance. Like they're supposed to have been their life was supposed to be abundant if they were to, or if you were to catch on to what was being manipulated with you, and if you caught on to the fact that you needed to take your own intuitive nudges instead of going off of somebody else's. I also got that whatever these people were doing to be able to have some type of avenue to some money from insurance plan on the physical has been closed off as well. They thought that they were, whoever you are, the person that you have been working with, thought that you would never figure out that they were doing something strategically over and over and over and over again to cause mountains for another person and cause them to have a hard road up. Now this person's trying to clean up all that they were doing to assassinate you and other people that y'all thought that y'all were going to be committed to death do us part. I feel like these people nurtured and protected a monster. Nurtured and protected and became partners in crime to a monster due to this person using mind control on them, alien mind control. I feel like now people are in a dark place. People are going through dark nights of the soul, and these things have started in springtime. Okay, now people feels like they missed the boat of their own calling. Now people are coming out of this dark place where they did not care or was not thinking about their own self-worth. They were letting somebody use mind control over them to keep them in a space where they were more or so stuck on, hung up on satisfying somebody that they thought could bring them wealth and power, but really was just stealing it from everybody else and using it to put a veil or a illusion around them, thinking that something was of substance when it really was not. Y'all could be seeing 444, 777. Somebody could be 47 as well. 1974 is significant. Somebody could be 26 or 62. People were following this old couple because this old couple looked like they had status. This old couple looked like they had it together, but really everything that they had or indulged or engulfed themselves in was literally because they used spell work. So the moment that somebody that they were siphoning off of, or that was a baddie pack, like the battery pack, which is somebody in a collective, woke up that they were going to get repercussions and backfires, and it's the worst of the worst that somebody was really hiding that from them and realizing that somebody was just thinking about themselves, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't care about the repercussions because they felt like they were going to use these other people to shield them. They cloak in other people's energy, even the people close to them in spirit, or get them to use their energy so they can do things that they knew that was going to cause backfires. This person also goes and pays for stuff because they want to hide themselves in the energy. There's been communication in terms of an investigation. These people, somebody was investigating somebody spiritually and physically, and there's been communication about the truth and the things that have been unveiled to them in this communication about somebody that is a false leader that, again, like yesterday, was leading them through the through their shadow side. This person presents themselves as upright as healed, but they are absolutely not. They knew that it was only divine timing that all this would be stopped, that this magic would be returned to center, that this magic or whatever they were doing to cloak themselves around for other people. 17 is very significant, which is also a karmic lesson from a past life. Now these people are indecisive of what to do, or you guys are indecisive of what to do next, because you feel like that you put yourself in a particular situation that cannot be undone or settled in terms of the entities and the spirits and the energies and the things that you conjured up going to extreme measures. Okay, I really got a sense of people that's paranoid, can't sleep, they're scared of whatever it is that's haunting their house. Okay, and I feel like these people are all mirroring the same energies. These people feel like they were going to be protected from the magic exploit they were doing, but they're really not. Okay, and it's really haunting people. They feel like trash, they feel like a clown, to not roll the dice to ascend or do their own research. There's a lot of people wishing and hoping. So let's see, what can we say to this group? What is it that this group needs to know? What is this group that needs to know about this energy? For me, I feel like everybody makes mistakes, and I don't make an excuse for anyone, but at the end of the day, that's why I don't judge people. I've learned to let go of things that that I don't understand, nor do I judge the things that I don't understand, because I'm not perfect, 411, and I will never be perfect, and that's never been a goal of mine. So I know it's a lot of people that are of the light and are of the upright, and they look at the people sideways that can connect to both. Me personally, I know in the past life that I was somebody that was more of a darker type of empath and did more dark things, that in this lifetime, that's just not an option for me at all, in no way, shape, or form. But a lot of that, and me being able to still be where I am and focus on the things I'm focused on, be open to learning the things I'm learning, even though I don't touch that shit. I understand how people can get in the way where they feel like they need to touch it. And like anything that you try and do, especially things when it comes to black magic and shit that give you your way, it's easy to be addicted to it, just like drugs, just like alcohol, just like drinking, eating, anything. It's anything that makes you feel good or feels like a good thing you can become addicted to. But at some point, you have to let your morals lead the way, and I feel like that's where a lot of you guys got lost at. It's the moral aspect. Letting go of conflict is something that needs to be had, because the conflict that people throw at you, the conflict that other energies or the people that wants to keep you confused, is only a thing to help to make your focus off, so that you can't think independently. You won't explore your own thoughts in terms of whatever the situation that you're in. This family, this couple, and I'm getting this 3 people, it's like an aunt, uncle, and a niece, or whoever. This family that has the little bit of control or the little bit of leverage they feel like they have left, they don't want to lose it. So if they give you a chance to really go inward and think yourself of the actions that has been taken, the reason and stuff, none of it will make sense to you. That's why they do a lot of mental magic on you guys, because they don't want you to be able to think independently. Because if you think independently, you're going to hit progress. And those blockages and having you feel passionate about the things that you do know is like very, very hurtful, very toxic, they won't be able to explain to you, because honestly the power is in you, not in these people that try to keep you stuck. 414 is relevant. Somebody could be 38, somebody could be 37. 1983 and 1987 is significant. Fire signs is significant. There's a dark earth sign that's significant. I got an air sign. Somebody feels binded to this shit. These people like to make y'all feel like y'all are binded. They like to put you in a position where you feel imprisoned, where you feel like a victim, even because they know they can make themselves look like they are saving you or helping you, when really they're using you to save themselves, truly. Okay, what is this letting go of conflict? And the more conflict and the more confusion you keep up with yourself, or you allow people to keep you in, that's where your intuition becomes weaker. Again, like I said, these people want you to stay in conflict. So you're not using your intuition, and you're not understanding that you need to let go of this because it's not getting you anywhere. You're not progressing in it. And that the only thing you need to do is let yourself out of bondage by exploring your own inner thoughts and what you think and what people's telling you, so that you can make progress in yourself. Because a lot of times there is a portion on your spiritual journey where it includes you. Okay, somebody could be 41, their birthday could be on the 15th, somebody could be 51. 2024, 2025, 2021 is significant. These people don't want, you're mirroring their energy because your energy is entwined with them. Okay, there's somebody that also is trying to affect somebody's intuition because they don't want to be forgotten. There's people that just don't want to change their way, and they know if you change your ways, then they will feel like you will forget them. That's this family in reverse. It's a very dark family. This might just be a group or a coven. These people don't want you to surrender them because the power is within you. They are powerful off of your energy, off of your power, off of your support. I guarantee you, half of y'all that support these groups, y'all are the sponsors of the groups. You're paying it forward to these people, but what are they giving back to you but karma and spiritual debt? You might feel a little power for a little bit, but that shit gets snatched away from you as soon as the person that they're taking the power from wake up. And right now, there's a lot of people waking up, the people that's supposed to be anyway. It's not for everybody to. And if it's not for you to, I feel like you shouldn't be messing with stuff you don't know nothing about. For real, for real. People need to be surrendering and letting go and having new perspectives and stepping away from what they're being taught and stepping into the way that they see it, what they know. Okay? Things are very much so in disharmony in this home with this group and family dynamic because of these crimes that has been committed. For folks to have a new beginning after new beginning after new beginning, it's been a lot to juggle since things have been illuminated. Because there's a lot of people, honestly, that feel bad about the shit that they did and the wisdom that they had, the wisdom that they decided to go along with, especially to do this death magic and to break up sacred unions and to be very deceptive for money. Okay, and being confident about their deception and having the willpower to try to trample over other people's hope. Because these people that has been being attacked, they're not in torment. It's no mystery to them what's going on. They are moving forward and they are learning their lessons, and they are stepping in their own power no matter what other folks are trying to do to them. Okay, that's where real faith resides. Y'all could be seeing 777. Somebody's birthday could be July 7th, October is significant, July 10th, March 10th, March 7th, 24th or 28th, the 19th, the 12th, all those months. Okay, and this is why all of y'all are under judgment, is because the things that y'all were doing under the moon, during the moon, with this Queen of Swords energy. And the hidden truth is, this person is false, and this person been knew that the divine earth angels and the divine earth men and women, the earth angel men and women that actually survived their dark night of the soul's confirmation has already been crowned. And I got Empress energy out there, and they're gonna celebrate. They already won, and they're gonna be crowned. And the things that these people are doing and petitioning were just literally allegations. 2022 is significant. The 19th is significant. The 10th, October 19th is significant. March the 19th, March the 20th. Okay. And the 13th, and the 22nd. Okay. But in that spiritual law is just something that nobody can get past. It keeps our spiritual world stable. This is what I'm getting from the King of Cups and the law. You know, it keeps everything in balance, no matter which side of the fence or the plane you're on. Somebody could be 36, 37, 33. And just because another person's not built like you, like just because somebody has light and dark, dark and light, or they're all light or all dark, whatever, that don't mean that they automatically have the worst will or the worst intention. Some do. You know, we have people of the light that judgmental as H-E-double-L-L. There are religious people that are of the light, whether they want to say it or not. And they are very judgmental, which is why they feel compelled to hide the fact that they're into spirituality. You got people that's into spirituality that is very, you know, the light. And there's some of us that's mutual neutral. And there's people of the dark, you know. It goes the same for all. Nobody's perfect. Okay? And it's going to be things that happen that makes the world go round, but that's what life is, you know. That's what life is. Okay? It's how you get up. It's not what you do, it's how you do. It's what you do to get up, and what lessons have you learned. It's what do you use those phases that you went through. How does that nurture your soul? How do you give yourself justice? Even when you've messed up or made mistakes, or you've been the one on the other side of it. And another thing I was getting is, a lot of times we do like to micromanage, especially when you can tap in and you can see what's going on. You do want to, like, what in the yeah, but I've learned, because patience is not always my friend. Okay, me and patience, we're working on our relationship, and I know the more that I ponder on that patient thing, is the more that that God is like, okay, you're still not ready because you're still not getting it. I said patience means, okay, you gave it to me, put that shit in there and move on. And we have to be honest with ourselves now. We got to be honest with ourselves. Even if I'm standing up here and I face the fear of being somebody, because I am a introverted extrovert, if you know what that means. I stay to myself a lot, you know, because the energy thing is crazy. Like, the way I can feel energy is crazy. You might be somebody that's like that too. You got a G in your name, an O in your name, an H in your name. Okay, you can be somebody that reads energy and can feel energy, and that's why regulating yourself and knowing you can have a J in your name. That's why learning how to self-regulate and control those emotions is a big thing, because you feel not just yours, other people. 4 3 2 2 3 4 3 4 4 3 2 2 3 4, everything in order. But a lot of phases in life is a lesson, you know, and not every lesson is easy to learn, and they all of them aren't hard. But at the end of the day, it's your lesson to learn, yours. Having other people's opinions is cool, you know what I'm saying? Letting other people have their little input is cool, but when you make that final choice, let that decision confirmation have 20% of their input, but 80% of yours. 80% of what you want, 80% of what me, I'm 100 for 100. You know, if I got a partner or something, yeah, we can, when it comes to things, you know, as a whole, as our union life, yeah, we're gonna cooperate. But when it comes to my gut, I've learned that even somebody that appears to be your best friend could become a op. Okay, and not to say that you expect it, but it can. So when your intuition's telling you that, trust it. If it's not telling you that, and you just saw somebody that's fucking paranoid, then, you know, you got to figure out the difference between the two. All right, so that's what it is. So basically, they're saying that this karmic film that y'all have been, oh hell, the root queen, whatever the fuck this person is into, is the whole reason why you're going through these backfires you're going through. Okay, and it is just starting. And the more that you try to attack, the more you're gonna be exposed. The more that it's gonna backfire. The harder the backfires are gonna be, and the longer debt or the time span of debt, karmic debt, that you're putting on your lineage, and the longer it's gonna be, lasting to pay. Somebody, y'all been following somebody with the L in their name. Y'all been following somebody with the P in their name, M, and an A. Somebody's mama, somebody's papa. Is mama, papa, grandpa, or grandma, something like that? The ancestors think somebody is very lame. Somebody's name could be Pam. Somebody is something about some type of pay that keeps coming out, but I'm not even digging deep into no dark energies today, because woo, y'all be having them up going. Somebody's name could be Joe. Somebody's name is Low. Your ancestor name is Low. Okay, we're gonna close this out. Don't get hard on yourselves for lessons. I'm not laughing at y'all. Somebody's ancestors like somebody had a dream about this ancestor on the 20th. Somebody else, I want you to know that your ancestors really love you, right? And even though that at this right now they can't step in and stop nothing going on, because it literally is in God's hand. They really do love you, and they want you to listen and release these attachments. It has nothing to do with nobody but you and your own soul's whisper. It has nothing to do with anybody at this point but what you need to do for yourself. F a relationship, F friendships, F what you want to, what people's gonna think. What do you think about you? Somebody, and look what came. Somebody's in shame. Somebody's fighting with shame. You carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a goal and begin taking action towards your happiness. Who's fighting with this guilt? What's this guilt? Let's see. So a big thing right now in the collective is people shaking the guilt of their actions, the guilt of the direction they went in, the guilt of their choices, and what's crazy is a lot of people is juggling this in silence. So somebody don't show the guilt that they feel inside. Somebody just cried or something, either in the car or the shower. Somebody memories be having them kind of like in a rut. Somebody really tries to hide that, and covering it up, it ain't making it no better. Somebody's feel so guilty or shameful that it comes out like in anger. Somebody also has somebody attached to them that keeps them in this type of energy as well. I don't know, but as long as you keep letting somebody make you feel like you need to appease their emotions more than your own, you're gonna stay in that energy. What about this shame? What about this shame? Oh, a lot. The shame of them strategizing and planning a difficult road for somebody else. Somebody's feeling shame about that, of trying to have somebody stuck in lack instead of letting the situation go because of the way they was watching somebody expand and the miracles that they knew was coming into somebody's life because of them connecting to their intuition, how they let somebody deceive them, and the self-love they have for themselves, and how somebody wanted to deceive somebody and break down their self-love they have for themselves. They feel shameful of who they opened up to and why they didn't open up to the collective. Okay? Now this person is in conflict with the law because of you activating your crown chakra, or Empress energy activating their crown chakra and progressing in their soul's mission. Somebody knows this is justice. They feel shameful for not recognizing you. The lack of recognition that you did towards this divine feminine or this Empress energy, now that time's up and the magic is wearing off. You're being tormented about this. Okay? Let's see. Who is this? So it's a lot of people getting tormented about betraying you. Now that the energy is wearing off. Y'all could be seeing 911. Can we get some initials for this energy? Who's in shame? Can we get their first initial? Somebody with a Z in their name. That's a reverse. Whoever got the Z in their name, they do not feel ashamed. They are not in shame. They don't give a fuck. They wish they would. They just, all they want to do is try it again, but they know they can't. Somebody with an R in their name, they're in shame. Somebody with a Q in their name, they're in shame. Anybody else? Somebody with a V in their name. Who else is feeling shameful? Who else is feeling shameful? Somebody with an RQV are feeling shameful. Yes, they are feeling weak to the situation. There's somebody with a Z that don't feel shameful, that's pretending like they do. Who else? So I don't know. Some people will come back towards you, but you know, it's done is done. And there's some people that might try to pretend like they ain't shit. Whoever this person with a Z is, sit your rabbit ass down. So whoever this person with a Z is, they don't feel shameful because they feel like somebody showed them up. They felt like their magic worked. Oh, I'm the best of the best. Somebody's birthday on the 17th or July 1st. They felt like their magic was the best of the best. Especially the magic that they do on people's pictures, but it didn't work. So they're more mad and ambitious about proving that they go the hardest, you know, in terms of the spiritual community, which just tells you you are unawakened. Okay, because if you were awakened, you would not be competing with other people in the spiritual community, because we all have the same goal. Somebody is really, they wanted your gifts and they wanted your money. High Priestess and Queen of Pentacles. This person wanted your gifts and with your money. That's these females. They're uninvited. They look like trash and a clown. Now that people don't want to be around them, people look at them like trash. People look at them as a clown because people don't see them as, they look at them as being weak. In terms of you're weak, it's because you let your emotions take control of you. You let your emotions control your decisions. You cannot let shit go. That's what makes you weak. You're emotionally weak, which is why that's why you don't have any more gifts. There's a King of Wands that wanted to be in in a leadership position, that's planning or making a decision on how they can come bring an offer because of the things that they allowed to happen, or bring an offer to try to mend. Somebody wants to mend something and sweep it under the rugs that they did with a Queen of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups. But they are all in conflict and feel burdened, have the responsibility of whatever they committed themselves to. They feel a lot of burden with this. And because the cycle is over, you've been resilient, and now they are in competition again with each other. Now these people is in competition with each other because everybody want to be the top dog, but none of them. I'm not saying none of them are. People have to understand you are sitting at the top in your own world, like, but you cannot be the ruler of somebody else's world. September is significant. The 21st is significant. May 21st, 2021 is very significant. 1995 as well. Somebody's birthday, 1995, 1992. All right, but this is a message from your ancestors. Look. This is the message from your ancestors, dark and light, because the devil right there. So even if you're a dark empath and you're going through karma, that's still a lesson from some of your ancestors. Because just because they participate in whatever the shit they participate in, that don't mean that they fucking break spiritual law. You did. Somebody is single, is very protected by the ancestors, and whoever you are, you were giving an opportunity, a cup, to be a divine messenger to help people come through these cycles, fight their dark side, the devil, and get to their fulfillment. You're part of the new world order. Somebody doesn't like the way that you deliver things, because the way you deliver things is different. These people are trying to judge you and judge the way you were going and cultivating your new beginning. Now people see that they were just being greedy and materialistic, because the way they were judging you was off of things that shouldn't even matter. Okay, nobody can say what anybody's new beginning should look like, and nobody can say who's appointed to a position in terms of spirituality and what they're here to do besides God. Okay. And if it's different from what you believe in, if you believe in the light and the dark, and nobody can embody both and be righteous or royal or just or this and that, that's your personal opinion, but that doesn't make it true. Ask God. There's a King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like they have unfinished business with somebody that's that's coming towards somebody really fast to roll the dice. Somebody might try to bring somebody a pet or something. This might be somebody that's brought you a pet before or something like that. They see you as victory. This person sees you as abundant. They know that there's a lot of challenges. They might be a challenge in communication. Somebody might be blocked. You might be standing firm on making sure this person stays blocked. But you've been recovering from some type of root work somebody did on you. This person knows that this person, this uninvited guest, this person that was trashed as a clown, they look like a clown for collaborating with this person to hide the fact, or trying to hide what they were doing behind the moon, which was root work. Somebody literally paid for root work on another person. We return that to sender, every piece of it. And this person that this masculine is connected to, they didn't only do root work on one person in the collective, they did root work on more than one person on the collective. All of the persons in the energy that their ancestors that are protected, that is activated, your ancestors are definitely tagging that ass. Okay, everything that was taken, stolen, and all that great stuff is being returned. This is just a quick energy pull to give some insight to some questions. Y'all hear the beeping. Somebody's feeling betrayed. Somebody's feeling burdened because of communication that they're getting. Somebody's been trying to blackball another person, but it's like whatever they do, you don't fucking care, and that's the end of the story. Okay, so I'm gonna close this message out right here. I showed y'all said at the beginning about these confirmations for you. I will be back later. Make sure that you have full control over your own mind. Don't ever give anybody power over you to think that their jealousy or things that they say about you can stop you from doing what you're known to do. Something else fell out, y'all. Yeah. Trust the process. Trust the process. It might be a lot of shit, but trust the process and move with love. Seriously. All right, so at this point, I give your energy back to you with clarity and understanding. I call my energy back to me, sealed and protected. And as I always say, remember to pray. Bye, guys.